Hello guys, if y'all don't know what I'm doing, let me introduce you to Donald Marshall. For over 10 years, he's been doing his best to um, jeez, expose the cloning facilities that um, happen around the world in deep underground military bases, possibly under national parks, uh, un underground national park tunnels that span everywhere, and the military bases are also underground, not only in Canada but in America as well, especially in America. Um, Canadian and cloning facilities are deep underground military bases in America. But Donald Marshall, he's a Canadian um, songwriter who written many songs for the public and many popular pop songs he wrote or conducted in these underground military bases, forced and abused and beaten to do this. That's his talent. He was cursed to be a clone. Uh, just terrible. He gets beaten and abused, uh, not by powerful people in the world. He was slain by Trump. Ozzy Osbourne recently. I don't feel anything for celebrities anymore. He used to beat up and have others torture a child to come up with songs for him to sing. This is the reality of. This is the reality. The people we know, we see on TV every day that we think are super cool. They're Satanists who actually possessed by a demon. There's demons, these lizard demons known as real that enter the eye and take over the body from there. Donald Marshall, he's just always been trying to be up in that vocal about it since he was abused, and he actually says um he says he is the boy. He said Donald Marshall says that he is this, and that picture is one of the many him being opened and tortured in this cloning facility. That picture is him. Actually, we'll show you Donald Marshall. Donald, Donald Marshall. Yeah, yes, he also claims that Tila Tequila, as hot as she may was also
Click
cloned.
yes or something.
Was to explain why these three persons, although seemingly perfectly normal, although appearing to be biological, are in fact persons.
But elite,
Him
are
right
they?
here.
They're obviously connected.
And in his videos, he mentioned his cloning facilities in Canada. And he recently just said something about Ghislaine Maxwell. Now, oh, I'm just like, these are places on Earth people can walk into, people can barge into, people can force their way into. If we could pinpoint a location, maybe we could get a bunch of people who have nothing better to do. There's a lot of people who don't have anything better to do to raid cloning facilities. I said, Donald, I think you should pinpoint locations, facilities, uh, and he says, I don't know where they are. Most people are cloned into places and don't know where they're located. Because he says he wakes up in like dirt floor kind of hockey rink facility. It looks kind of like an arena, a stadium. He says it actually looks similar to this. There's other pictures too. I had a good one, but I don't know where it's at. He said they just opened their eyes and they're there because he described how cloning works. It's since your body is doubled, but there's only one soul. And when one body is in REM sleep, that consciousness travels, and wakes up in the other body. Your soul travels to the other body while one body's in REM sleep. That's our conscience leaving our body. This is metaphysical. It gets very metaphysical. We have a spirit. We have a soul. It's in our body, but sometimes it sends or wanders. Um, when we're asleep. But some who are unfortunate wake up in their own body, but it's a different one. So I asked, that's horrible, but yours is in a woods in East Canada owned by the royal family, right? That's what I remember from some of his interviews. He says a Western Canada, 5-hour drive from the Robert Picton farm. The Robert Picton was a farmer and a mass murderer. He owned a pig farm, and the reason why, look, even some elites own pig farms is because when pigs eat people, they'll leave no trace, nothing left of the person, no evidence. So be careful who owns a pig farm. Keep that in mind. Just remember that. From the 5-hour drive from the Robert Picton farm in the woods. Yep, all I know, probably in the private nature reserve there. There's no trespassing there. It's on Google Earth trying to locate it. Average speed limit in Canada is 50, 70, 80. I'm trying to 5-hour drive from Canada's. A 5-hour drive, depending on average speed, for example, an average speed of 80 miles distance would be about 400 kilometers. So I'm going to cover radiuses of those. He said deep in the woods. It's all woods, man. Ugh. Mount Odin? That doesn't sound too, dang it. Oh, and here's the address of the Robert Picton farm. Four hundred. Okay. Stay around 400 kilometers. He said a drive. Which is weird. The road? Is that a road? These are not roads. There's a road over here though. Connects. Nimpo Lake. Maybe the name, the Nimpo name. Prince George. I think it may be around here. I wonder what's going on here. Let's say. I wonder if it's right on British Columbia. What's this? Hold on. This is next to Fort, a city called Fort St. James. Saint. Little St. James. Fort St. James is former fur trading post in northeastern central British. Located shore of Stewart Lake on the Rivers Highway. It is home to John Prince Research Forest. John Prince Research Forest, which features abundant wildlife. I think I found it. This community celebrated its bicentennial in its incorporated district. Founded in Northwest Company explorer, the fur trader Simon Fraser. Oldest permanent European settlements for the four we will know. I wonder if these are the same buildings. You remember that picture of a hold on. Ghislaine Maxwell cabin. Ghislaine. Yes, these pictures. I've seen the Queen's cabin. Where's the Queen's cabin at? Queen's cabin. Maybe it was an article. Queen's bum. Search that up. Glenn Begg. Let's search that up. Okay. Please log out and then big on as one more state has been shown as evidence of John Stewart. Alright, this is iffy just by the name. What? Yeah, Stewart Lake. He said in the woods somewhere. I don't know. These kind of remind me of Finger Lakes, by the way. Dog Creek. What's this? Roads. Should use that in the first place. It's around. It's somewhere in British Columbia. Prince George. Can't be around here. In the woods. Then it's all woods. Oh no. Yeah. What's this? 5 hour drive from. Let's see. From here to here. Hearing a ring in my ear. They're gonna kill me. We're here to here. Somewhere. He said 5 hour drive. I heard a ring. This doesn't work. I heard it's either from in my ear or from this. They're gonna kill me, bro. My smoke too tough. My swag too different, bro. They're gonna kill me. They're going to kill me. Here. Somewhere. He said 5 hour drive. I heard a ring. This doesn't work. I heard it's either from in my ear or from this. They're gonna kill me, bro. My smoke too tough. My
But elite.
100 miles house. Fort St. James. That blows me the wrong. That blows me the wrong way. Tumbler Ridge, Mackenzie. Fort St. John. It's in the woods. Finger Lakes. Should I go on 4chan and ask Anons about on Polar X about cloning facilities? Park in probably the nature preserve there. Nature preserve. Nature preserve. What's it called? British Columbia. British Columbia. Is that the right word? Yeah, British Columbia. 5 hour drive. Robert Piston Farm. right here, right on the. 1 hour drive, Canada. In kilometers. 500. 500. Oh, dang it. 500 kilometers. We'll be around here. A 100-mile house. It's recently 70s, 80s. That's a weird name, 100-mile house. It's a very weird name. A 100-mile house. Well, but people know there's Spruce Creek House named after a creek runs in the area. cold fish, like it's an old one. I'm hungry. I'm actually hungry. I don't know what to make for breakfast tomorrow. Probably the private nature preserve there. Private nature preserve. Should I look them up and see if they're private? The Chaco River. These are maybe it wouldn't be listed here. Or maybe, oh my gosh, they'll see this and then I'll look at it afterwards and the dot that will be taken down will be the one that was. Dang. Uh, in the woods, come on, they probably nitrogen. Narrow, much down. Can capture. Can to capture. They wouldn't do that, right? You never know. Smith Island. Somewhere, just if you think about just like area, surface area, it's gotta be just somewhere. You just never know, you know? It's right here in front of me, but I don't know what exactly it is. You know, that's the thing. I'm gonna have to bring like I'm gonna have print out multiple things just to overlay roads and then overlay woods and in distance covered because it's whew. This is a place where um celebrities, athletes, politicians, leaders come to abuse kids. They all come in somewhere in British Columbia. He said drive. Why did he say drive? 5 hour drive from the Robert Piston farm in the woods. Yep. Oh no. Probably a private nature reserve there. 5 hour drive. I think maybe he overheard it on like a phone call before. Someone saying, "Hey, like it's a drive from there." You know, or not even a phone call, just people. The abusers who would talk about like where it's at or waiting outside. Oh, or people saying, "Hey, they'd go out and find the city and then come back and he measure the time." I think I remember him talking about that. Remember, do not give your uh, DNA to Ancestry or 23andMe or anything like that. They had Quinceldale Lake. I don't know, man. I'm stumped. Wait a second. Think I found the lead. Around here. Let's go around right here and then that would be around the lakes, Takchuk, the Chaco Reservoir. Protected area, Chum Creek. Maybe it's right here. Ooh, spots. Maybe this is it. Churn Creek, protect Churn Creek. Makes the Dryland Canyon. Step. Gotta blow my nose. You said in the woods, right? In the woods. Let me see, where's Churn Creek? Churn Creek. Take the area. King Ranch. I don't like this. You see the major difference in color? You notice? Like, they didn't update this area. during this time. That's a little fishy. Uh, in Big Creek. Oh, Chum Creek. Oh, it's called Chum Creek. My apologies. The world? What in the world? Are those helipads? What are those for? What are those octagonal pads for? Maybe in Gang Ranch. I think this is just weird. I'm schizophrenic now. Gang Ranch, Churn Creek, Chum Creek. Oh no, this is Churn. Tokyo. The fuck his name is that? Silius Park? Suzu. This is interesting. These roads. Woods. Roads in the woods, maybe this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. That's so interesting, eh? Ain't that something? Ain't that a kick in the boat? Maybe it's over here. Hmm. It's gonna be hard to find this. Bro, Loot Lake? Loot Lake. Churn Creek. See, these are too much. These are suspicious looking. These look like constellations or connected dots. Like, how do you get a radial? Why do you have a radial pattern? This big, long. This is suspicious. Only freaks. This is suspicious. Gang Ranch. This is just odd. is on, is in, is west of Churn Creek. Mm-hmm. It's really square to be water. Near Churn Creek and Game Ridge. Churn. Well, that's my final judgment upon the looking for a cloning facility. Keep in mind, there's cloning facilities all around America, all across our uh, American and National Park. Maybe I could look this up on Google. I'm scared. These people's faces are just demonic. This right here. Right here. 16 simulations got a trace top map shows America's largest cases of national parks. Keep that in mind. Where's a map of American military base? Not coronavirus. Even the what's it called? Top secret military bases. For one, what's it called? Um, Area 51, New Mexico. I forget which one's New Mexico. This is New Mexico, right? Or is this? I don't remember, man. Osaka. Protected area. I don't see any more protected areas, just parks. You know? Turn Creek. It fits about a 5-hour drive. Maybe it's a 5-hour. Yeah. Winding roads. Yeah, probably 5-hour drive. Dog Creek. These are all parks people can go to. But the only private area is Turn Creek. The only thing I have in mind is Turn Creek. It's so weird. The fuck? Why is there now two Turn Creeks? Am I overreacting? They're fucking with me. They're fucking with me. They're fucking with me.